Hey guys, hi, I'm Nada from Paperflow Designs, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make your own color palette in Inkscape. I had a request for this in a previous video, so I'm going to show you how you can really make an easy color palette of your own. Let's start with a website that I like to use called Pexels, where you have lots of pictures, photos, videos that you can use. So I come to Pexels, so you can see that. It's pexels.com, and I'm going to type in the word cupcake. That's what I'm going to show you on today. So you can see it's already telling me that there are, 1,400 photos of cupcakes. So you can see that there's no shortage of them. While that is loading, and this website is free for you to join and download any of these photos. I think all they ask is that if you're using it for free, is that you attribute the photo to the photographer who put it on here. So I have used this lots of times for like reference photos when I want to draw something. And I think I also mentioned that they have, I think you can join and get like a subscription to get like unlimited amount of photos. Let's say like if you need lots of photos for every month, if you are posting to like social media or things like that, they do have options for you to get, I think like, yeah, subscribe. But let me see. There's lots of cupcakes on here. I want one. I found one that has like lots of bright colors in it. You've got more of what I would consider muffins, but I guess, people like to lump muffins and cupcakes together. But I want something with like some nice, bright colored frosting. All right, we're getting there. Yeah, I think this is the one that I found with the sprinkles. Yeah, perfect. So you see this one? Oh, where are you? Come back. It's coming on my screen with this like mint colored green frosting, these red hearts, and the sprinkles. That's exactly the kind of picture that I'm looking for. So I've already downloaded that just so that I wouldn't have lots of issues with that. So you can just right click on it, not right click, just click on your mouse on the picture, and then it'll show you like the option of like the little, the little download buttons for you to download it, and you can either donate to the person, to the photographer, or I think it gives you a little button where you can copy their name and give them attribution when you want to use the photo, like wherever you're going to use it. If you're going to use it in a blog post, or if you're going to use it on social media or something like that. So let me now open up Inkscape. So I've got the photo downloaded, and I'm going to open up Inkscape and show you guys how you can make that color palette in Inkscape. If you don't know, Inkscape is a open source graphic design software. It's vector based. So I should have Inkscape. There we go, coming right up on my screen. And I've already opened it up and created this little circle. Back here. So I'm going to make the circles. If I get rid of that one, click on it, delete it, and I'll show you. So I come here to my circles and ellipses, and it's already red because that's the last color I used, but we're not going to keep it that way. What I'm going to do is I want to import the picture that I downloaded from Pexels. I'm just going to see if I can drag it. All right, yeah, I can just drag it over to Inkscape. And it should pop up here in a couple seconds, just because I'm also broadcasting live to you. So there's going to be like a little bit of lag, but have some patience and it'll pop up. So we're going to take the colors directly from the photo and create our color palette. And to make the color palette, we're just going to use the circles and ellipses tool here in Inkscape. So I think I'll show you maybe like 3 or 4 colors, just like the main basic, the main colors from the photo. We're going to pull that out. And we have our picture coming up soon. There it is. It's like taking over the whole screen. I'm going to go back to the selection tool, which is that arrow, that black arrow. And I'm just going to try to make this smaller. Don't need it to be that big. You can see, like, all we see right now is the green frosting. I'm going to click down and scroll down on my mouse. There we go. Yeah, I can make that smaller. So you can see, yeah, there's our paper. So our little red dot down there is the circle. So I'm going to keep scrolling down. Oh, go another way. Yeah, scrolling down to make this equal size. Sometimes like I start doing things in here and it just like runs away from me. All right, so I'm holding down the control button on my keyboard, and then I'm gonna scroll down on my mouse so I can keep making this smaller. See. I think next time I'm gonna have it already imported, but I just wanted to show you how you can get it in to how you can import a picture from Pexels or another program like Canva also has lots of pictures that you can use. So if you have like a Canva Pro account, I'm just going to grab the corner of that and shrink that down. Control Z because I have changed the dimensions. So Control Z just undoes, it's like undo. The undo function and it undoes or undoes what you just did. So I want to keep the dimensions the same. So I'm going to hold down the Control and the Shift button at the same time that I drag down the corner. Can I see that? Of the photo. All right, that is okay. Drag this over here. It's like surgery. All right, now I can make everything a little bigger. Get our circle back. We got our photo. We're on our way to making our color palette. I'm just gonna put this right here and make sure that you can see everything. Yeah, why don't I just make the screen a lot bigger? Take myself out of there for a couple seconds. Zoom in a little bit more. All right. And like all over the place. What I should have done was plugged in my graphic tablet, but I was like, oh, I'll just do this with the mouse. So just showing you that you don't need to have your graphic tablet if you're doing something, simple like this. But things that I'm used to using my hands to like zoom in, like, to pinch in, pinch out, uh, are a little more difficult when you're doing it with a mouse, as you can see here. But it's still doable. Let's see if we can move this over. Yeah, move that over so we don't have the canvas. Because those lines that you're seeing, it's just uh, it's just the canvas that's already in there by default. So I usually use like a letter size sheet of paper, 8 by 12. But over here it's called A4. So sometimes I forget it's 8 by 11 and a half in the States. Turn that little cupcake. I'm gonna move the circle over. All right. So for my circle, I'm going to make it a little bit wider. There, so you can see that. Yeah, that's good enough for you to see. So while I have my circle selected, you can tell it's selected because it has all those arrows around it. I am going to come and choose the color drop feature. I'm going to use a shortcut, which is D. So I hit D on my keyboard, and that gives me the dropper function. And I can come in here and I can click on a color. Go back. Select my circle. My circle is selected. Change the color. Don't see the color changing right away. What have I not done? There it is. Now it's changing. It was just lagging. It was like taking a couple seconds because I'm filming this, but now you can see that it's changed to that mint green color. So that's our first color. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do Control D and to duplicate that first one. So that's a shortcut. If you're wondering why I'm not always going like to the menus, the menu bar you see up here, like which is like file, edit, and everything, is because I like to use a lot of shortcuts when I'm in Inkscape. And if you are interested in learning what the shortcuts are and using them because it does make things go faster, I have a shortcuts guide book called Ready, Set, Go in Inkscape. Um, which is a shortcuts guide. It's good if you're a Mac user or a PC user. I've got all the shortcuts written in there, and it's the keyboard shortcuts and the mouse shortcuts. So some of the ones that you just saw me use, like for the D for the color picker, the color dropper, and the Control D to duplicate. And those are the shortcuts I'm talking about. So let me go back. See if this time it's going to make it work a little faster. Pick another color from the cupcake. So once again, I've just hit the shortcut button and I'm clicking on that reddish, pinkish heart color. These little candy hearts in there. I'm gonna change that. Sometimes I like shooting these live videos, but the issue is my speed and the lag time. So I'm wondering, should I just sometimes, do these like pre-recorded videos? All right, so that's our second color. Go back S to get my selection. So now we have two circles with two different colors, and let's make a third color. So I've just duplicated that reddish coral color, and we will pick, let's say, the color of the the cupcake paper, the cupcake liner paper. There we go. Oh, now it's picking up a little faster. So now I've got the cupcake liner paper. Can we get the sprinkles? I'm gonna have to really zoom in if I want to get the sprinkles. So let me duplicate that again. Make this a little smaller so I know that it's sprinkles. And D again, and let's see if we can get the sprinkles. Ah, yeah, we can get the sprinkles. They aren't too small. Go back and select, duplicate that, and let's get another one. Let's get that pink color from the sprinkles. Get it. Could zoom in. Let's see if I can get it from here. I can tell I'm not there because it's giving me that grayish color, which is not what I want. If I get it from here, I think that's gonna work. Yeah. All right. One more. Let's do the blue. Let's go for the blue. We're going to duplicate that using that shortcut. Select it. Move that over. So we're going to have our third sprinkle color. That's selected. The circle selected. D again for the dropper. And let's zoom in here. Well, not zoom in, but let's hover over. Yeah. And I can tell it's there because the little square has changed color. So yeah, there we go. So now I've made a little color palette of 6 colors that came directly from this cupcake reference photo. Second. Oh, everything wonky now. Yeah. Now I got my rotation handles. Rotate that. Yeah, that's up and down straight. So we can see that these colors that we've done from the color palette, select, get all of them. We've got 3 sprinkle colors, the yellow, the hot pink, the blue, and then the mint green from the frosting, the coral pink for the candy heart, and then the cupcake liner paper in this like dark maroonish color red, all from the reference photo. You could say that it's not exactly like the colors, like depending on your luminosity and your screen, all those things in factor, but they're pretty close. So if you do want to color something and you want to get it close to a reference picture that you already have, this is a way that you can do it. You can go into something like Pexels, like I showed you, and download that picture, um, import that picture in here, and let's see who this picture was from, just so I can give this guy credit. Oh, my screen's frozen. Oh, Tim Douglas. Tim Douglas, that's who this picture is from on Pexels. Pexels is a program which has a free and a paid option, so you can try that out. I'm going to try to link the website for Pexels in here, so you can just click to it directly if you want to, check it out and see what you can find in there. And so that is a easy way to make a color palette for yourself. You can save all of those colors as a JPEG file, put them all in a row, or leave them, like I have here. It's up to you. Move down and just save it, and then save the name as like, I don't know, cupcake color palette or something else that you want to call it. Let me know if you like that. I hope you found it helpful. And I think another time I might show you how to do the same thing in Affinity Designer on the iPad. Since I'm using Affinity Designer a lot these days, I really like it, especially the fact that I can use it on the iPad, so I don't always have to be just here at my desk. It's another resource, another way that I can create SVG files as well. So we've got Inkscape and also Affinity Designer. All right, I hope you like that. Thanks for joining me. If you want more info, you can always find me over at Paperflow Designs. That is PAPERFLO Designs with an S.com. I've got lots of blog articles over there to help you learn how to draw learn how to make your own SVGs. I have a course for that, as well as the blog articles. So, all right, thanks again, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.